back with channel 161, Sax News. Today's top stories involve the topic of social media and news consumption. Social media has become an increasingly popular way for individuals to consume their news. So, our top reporters have come together to shed some light on the negative and positive aspects social media has on news consumption. Let's go to Ali and Ryan, our first team, to find out what they have to say about fake news.
All right, thanks, Julia. Well, one of the biggest issues regarding social media and news today is the issue of fake news. And now, without being too cyber dystopian about it, one of the big case studies we can look at is the case study of Facebook.
Right. In the aftermath of the 2016 election, for example, there were widespread accusations that Facebook was complicit in the propagation of fake news. And it was reported that the top 20 fake stories were actually more reported and more searched than the top 20 real stories. And data mining companies such as Cambridge Analytica were able to target fake news stories to people with very little regulation.
Yeah, this, along with all the other data breaches that Facebook had, led to Mark Zuckerberg actually having to testify in front of Congress. And in this testimony, it was discovered that although Facebook claimed to have made steps to call the issue of fake news, it was revealed that it's practically impossible to get the problem to go away altogether, which means it's definitely going to be a problem for the long run.
Right. And research also suggests that as the internet becomes more connected and people become more connected to it, the problem's only going to get worse, right? There was actually a researcher from Northwestern University, Jacob Nelson, who published a paper on Sage Journal stating that fake news is more effective on people who spend more time on the internet, right? So the more fake news someone consumes, the more susceptible they are to believing it. So this kind of shows us that as social media and the internet spread further out, if people don't limit their time on the internet, then they're going to be susceptible to this issue, and fake news is only going to get worse.
Right. Back to you in the studio, Julia.
Thanks, guys. Fake news is widespread nowadays, so that's good information to have. Now let's check out William and Josh and how echo chambers play into this.
Thanks a lot, Julia. Facebook and other social networking services have revolutionized the way that people consume their news. Users are linked to hundreds of other Facebook friends, such as family members or acquaintances, with whom they can share their thoughts. Facebook has created an open forum for users to share their opinions on anything ranging from fashion to politics. These open forums have fostered what researchers have coined the metaphorical echo chamber. In these echo chambers, users are grouped with others who share the same opinions as them, thus supporting a confirmation bias. For Facebook in particular, these echo chambers can be melded by what users like or what pages they frequent. What users like will continue to appear in their Facebook feeds, and what they don't like will disappear. What do you think about these echo chambers, William?
Hey Josh, echo chambers are bad news for the people trapped inside of them. Research shows that people in echo chambers get their information such as news from only a few sources, most of which only reaffirms their already held beliefs. This means that people in echo chambers are more likely to become misinformed or tricked by fake news. Research also shows that being more active in these echo chamber communities through actions such as sharing posts and leaving comments corresponds to having a more negative viewpoint. This means that they become more cynical and pessimistic towards life or different events. Now back to the studio.
Wow, sounds like these echo chambers can be pretty harmful, so we should watch out for what we want to believe versus what we just want to hear. Now let's head over to our last team, Swan and Aref, to hear what they have to say about the positive aspects of all this.
Thanks, team. We have a report from the Middle East today. Arf, can you get us started?
Sure. Social media has been demonstrated to help the political movement. People can talk about the different social and political problems and make it spirit and join the groups to fight for their belief on the social media. In 2010, a series of revolutions occurred in the Arab countries, known as the Arab Spring. In December 2010, Mohamed Bouaziz, the Tunisian street vendor, set himself on fire after much harassment and humiliation that came from the government workers. This made it impossible for him to work. Shortly afterward, he became the reason the Tunisian revolution started that would extend to Egypt and to the Middle East. When protests began, citizens then adopted technology available to them in their cause, especially social media. Soon,
We interviewed a researcher here, Luis Fernando Barron, who demonstrated to us through his work the power of social media for democratization and social change. He analyzed more than 250 articles from newspapers concerning protests and social mobilization during the Arab Spring. He found that social media was key for spreading messages and getting Egyptians to join a new political cause. Social media was found to increase activism, do it at a faster pace, and extend its support internationally. Social media allowed activists to frame collective grievances in a strong and creative way. This means that not only a network of activists and organizations formed or gained more support through sites like Facebook, but that a network of socio-political ideas and strategies did as well.
That's it for today's story. Back to you.
Well, thanks for letting us know that it's not all bad. That's all the time we have for today. I've been Julia Leidick, your favorite news anchor, and this is Channel 161, Saks News. Tune in next time. Good night and good luck.